Finally, moving to our favorite segment on This, That, and the Third, which is none other than relationships. What is topping off our relationship segment this week, Miss Reese?
Okay, hashtag Dear DC.
Hey, DC.
I've been dating my boyfriend for 4 months. He was in a previous relationship where they were together for 7 years and also engaged. With that said, he's the godfather he's the godfather to his ex's brother's 2 kids. The kids love him and look forward to seeing him once every month or so. My question is, as our relationship developed, do I tell him that I'm not okay with this, even if I'm invited? I think you just need to be quiet right now. Y'all only been dating 4 months.
Such a trap.
4 months. When you get into a year, and I think if he's serious about you, you'll get invited sooner than you think. But you can't stop that man from seeing his godkids.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, godfatherdom is very important. And it doesn't even sound like he has kids of his own.
No.
You didn't mention anything about kids from this 7-year relationship. So these essentially are his kids.
Yeah, and I think she's just more concerned because that's his ex-brother.
Right. But if we think about what's best for the kids, and I know it's easier said than done, but I think our selfish asses always think about me. Oh, I don't even want to deal with this bitch. I don't care if I'm invited or not. I don't want him around there. Because if I am invited, that's probably the one time she ain't going to come, but every other time I'm not invited, she going to be there. But it's like, do the kids enjoy him? Is he an asset to the kids' lives? And if so, calm down, lady. Like, 4 months, 7 years. And let's just assume that at least 4, 5, maybe 6 of them, he's been their godfather. You know what I'm saying? So let's, like, call a spade a spade. You hating right now, G. And who's to say, like, 4 months? Who's to say you'll even be in the picture 2 months from now?
2 months,
so get your ass up out of here.
I just say put your feelings in the bag and keep it to yourself.
Man, swallow that shit. Get your ass some god kids. You don't have no siblings? Get your ass some god kids. You'll be like, oh, yes, this is a precious relationship to have, and I would never want to take this away from you.
You don't have to get no god kids, but again, if you don't have any kids or around kids, you have to date somebody that don't have that shit around them. Otherwise, it's going to irritate you.
Yeah, because if you're not even about that lifestyle, like, you would never understand the way he will move and groove and drop any and everything for those kids. You're like, these ain't even his kids. You're like, but they are.
Yeah.
All right, what else going on in relationships?
Okay, so from Young, Black, and Committed, they posed a question. When in a relationship, how long do you both wait before introducing the kids to each other? Do you let the other parent know first?
You want to take this or should I? God damn.
Say, do whatever makes you comfortable. I think, you know, if you're going to be around me, you're going to meet my kids. Because they're going to be like, who the hell is that?
Right. What is this? New uncle?
And then I don't do that.
Man,
I don't do
you remember that, though, growing up. Well, you don't, because you had a nuclear family.
No, but
that uncle?
I don't do that. No,
that rotating uncle?
This is what it is. And my kids are like, oh, that's mommy's boyfriend. Like,
yeah. With
kids
the
are smart.
With the shit.
Do you got to tell the other parent? It just depends on your co-parenting situation.
Agreements.
I don't have to have a call and a conference call about who I'm dating, he's dating. We just trust each other's judgment, and we're not going to bring nobody around that's full of shit, you know? So I think you just have to make good judgment. But if you do have somebody who is like, whether it's the man or the woman, and it's like, I don't want nobody around my kids, then you might have to maneuver a little differently.
Yeah, you might have to touch and go on that one. I'll say this, whatever y'all agree to as co-parents, stick to that shit, G. Like, the goofiest shit in the world is saying one thing and doing another. So if y'all agree that nobody's gonna meet anybody without having that conversation or without having that lunch or whatever the case may be, then stick to that shit and don't violate and then try to explain your way into like, oh, well, shit, bitch, come on, man.
Yeah.
We agreed. Secondly, you're not meeting my kids, G. You're not meeting my kids, not in that capacity. Like, you might meet my kids, and you're like, yeah, I met 7 nice women today, and I don't know who the fuck is who at the band, but yeah, you met my kids, but you won't meet my kids under that until it's that. You know what I'm saying? So
that means never to your ass.
Totally not with that shit, man. I'm totally not with that shit, man. My kids are too precious for when you get in your feelings about how Calvin acts towards you that now you want to walk out their life and mine. No, just walk out of mine. I can handle it. My kids, they love hard. So, no, we're not doing that, G. But when it is to the point when we know that we know that we know, shit, you can pull up and we can make that introduction and shit like that. So if you met the kids, then that means you're the one. If you've never met my children, then hey, friend. All right, what's wrapping us up in relationships?
Okay. How important is marriage to you? Is it mainly a legal thing, something to show, or you've been with your mate for years, so that has to be the next step?
I want to hear your perspective on this, because I think it matters differently to women, dog. I think it matters differently. Well, to most women, not your ass. Let me get that caveat there. She's a nigga.
I think, it's not that important. However,
but wait.
Because it's not that important to me necessarily, don't expect certain wifely duties from my ass, because I ain't married. I ain't got no spouse. It's not God's spouse, kids. No, it's God, kids, and whoever else.
Everything else.
You know, like, so while I'm not married and not seeking that, I'm also not playing roles, and I don't,
Don't box her in.
Yeah.
Don't box her in. Birds can't fly in a cage.
And I think when I do get married, I just want to have fun, man. I just want to have freaking fun. And if I can't have fun, I can have fun by myself. Like,
man, and that's my thing. If you are marriage material to me, it means that you are making my life and my experience better. Yeah. My life is pretty fucking awesome, man. So it's kind of hard to be like, yo, I'm going to get this ball and fucking chain, dog. Like,
right.
I don't want anybody, how they say, man, I'm going to hold you down. Please don't. Please lift me up. I'm trying to get there. You're holding me down. Fuck out of here. Let go of my leg. So I'm not on that shit, G. Like, I tried that shit, and I don't have no regrets for that. And I applaud my brothers and my sisters that are still in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? But marriage is one of those societal concepts that you got to kind of ask yourself why. And I understand back in the day why marriage is so important. I understand why back in the day it was important to have 5, 10, 15 kids.
Right.
I understand back in the day why niggas churned butter. You know what I'm saying? But this is 2020 damn near, dog. Like, I think I love the Miss Independent movement. Mm-hmm. I love how we want to call it whatever it is, where bitches act like niggas and they just be trying to get their nut. Everybody's trying to get theirs, you know what I'm saying? And then we go our separate ways and we link when we link. I just love honesty and openness, but you did post I think I shared a very interesting clip with you, or maybe you shared it with me.
Yeah.
Nikki Giovanni and
James
Baldwin having a conversation about the relationship between a black woman and a black man. And she like, yeah, I know you go to work and you shuck and jive and you put on that smile and you grinning in the cracker's face at work, and then you might step out over here and you doing whatever you doing with shorty on the side, blah, blah, blah. But when you come home, I got to get the worst of you and I got to get the frowns and all the complaints and the attitude. You're like, nah, don't turn that shit off now, nigga. Go on, keep that shit on. Lie to me.
Okay.
Straight like that. Lie to me. So that goes against what I was saying in the previous episode, where it was like, nah, just give her a chance to make an informed decision and be honest with her.
No, so this is two different things.
I don't know if they are, dog.
So you can break it down, right? So be open and honest about how you moving, right? If you don't want nothing serious, and she does, so that way she knows.
Yeah.
But Nikki Giovanni, from what I understood, when she say lie to me, when you out all day at work, around your friends, and all the interactions you have throughout the whole day.
Life of the party.
You are smiling, you're talking, you're on your social media.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my
You're having
honey.
a good day. And then when you get home, now it's, I'm so tired. Oh,
finally.
This person pissed me off. I'm
Take
mad
this
at
mask
them.
off.
It's like, well, I don't want it, all that shit. I don't want that energy. I want the same energy you was giving everybody else.
Yeah.
And that makes so much sense.
It makes a lot of sense when I'm visiting that home. When I live there.
See, and
like if I go to the crib and I'm I forgot what it's called, but it's like I'm
decompressing.
I'm decompressing by myself. I'm not in the crib just watching my Fire Stick smiling. I might be thinking about some serious shit that happened that day, or it's been happening the next day, or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
By myself. So if I live with you and we cohabitate, you gonna get some of that, man. I can't just not have. When is that moment supposed to happen? You gonna be like, this nigga gets home at 8. He don't get in the house until 10. I gotta sit in the car for 2 hours by myself decompressing.
No. Come in the house. Hey, babe, give me that same whoopty wop wham, right? And then take your ass to the basement.
Garage to the den.
Go in your basement. Go wherever your space is, man. And then decompress. And then once you decompress, there's a decompress and there's just a funky ass attitude.
Yeah,
right?
I get that. There's a difference. But there's a difference between you saying, come on in, hey baby, how you doing? And then I get to go. No, it's hey baby, how you doing? Let me tell you about my day. Oh, taste this. Oh, smell this. Hey, does this look good for tomorrow? What? 3 hours later. When will I get to decompress? Because my compression level has increased at this point. You see what I'm saying? So it's tricky. And that's why I'm just like, yo, my house got to be so big.
You need space.
That we have our own space. And I'm not ashamed to admit, like, man, grandparents didn't sleep together for reasons. Give me my bed. I will come visit you when I need to. You know what I'm saying? Like, that would be grand. That would, right, or don't get married, because I swear, I sleep on my fucking stomach. I can't cuddle with you. I'm going to drape my arm over your back. Like, no, we're good here, dog. Let me have my space. Or California King solved that a little bit, too, because then you can roll and still be in the bed, but you still got your space, too. But at the end of the day, how important is marriage to me? Not very, but how important is marriage to you, motherfucker? That's more important. But I think that about wraps us up for this week's episode of This, That, and the Third. We thank y'all for tuning in and turning up. Be sure to tell a friend to follow us on all social media outlets by searching This, That, and the Third with the third spell I like Roman numeral 3. And on YouTube, you can check us out by searching Calvin and Reese. Once again, it's been a pleasure serving as your host. It's your boy, Calvin Leroy King the Third. And as always, my lovely co-host with the mostest, Miss Reese PC, the one and only. And we are the undisputed king and queen of Chicago podcast. Check us out.